Well, I have some news. I am finally monetized. And if you're wondering exactly what it takes to become monetized on YouTube and how much you can make in your first month, you're in the right place. I started posting travel videos just last year, and after 2 videos took off, I finally hit monetization. I'm sharing exactly how I got there, what my first paycheck looked like, and the lessons I learned along the way, including a few surprises. Hi, I'm Asai, a travel agent specializing in luxury and all-inclusive vacations. And here on my channel, I focus mainly on bringing you resort reviews, information about all-inclusive resorts, and my actual experiences on vacation through my personal vlogs. So a little bit of backstory about me. I started my YouTube channel way back in 2016 when I first became a travel agent, and I had this idea that maybe I could use YouTube to help inform people, and so I posted exactly 1 video. And that 1 video was exactly where I stopped. And it wasn't until January of 2024 that I thought, maybe I could really give this YouTube thing a try. See, what I didn't realize way back when, little baby me over here, is that you can actually make money on YouTube. I honestly had no idea. No clue until sometime in 2023. Well, it turns out I was invited to go on a site inspection trip to Mexico, and I thought this is a great time to gather some content, put these videos together, and put them out on YouTube and see what happens along the way. So the first videos I started posting were in February of 2024. I maintained pretty relative consistency until sometime that summer when my kids were out of school. And then I don't think I posted a video for a good 2 or 3 months. I picked everything back up in September, and the only other time that I missed a posting date was right around Christmas time, which, let's face it, the holidays are definitely very busy. However, since Christmas, I have not missed a weekly post at all in the last almost 8 months. And back in June of 2025 is when I finally hit monetization. So let's talk a little bit about how to become monetized on YouTube. And there's actually 2 different monetization levels. I'm only gonna focus on the big one, the one that everybody really cares about, and that's making money from YouTube AdSense. And there are essentially 2 requirements. You need to have 4,000 watch hours, and you need to have 1,000 subscribers. So for my particular content, I consider myself more, aside from my vlogs, more education-based. I bring you resort reviews, information about rooms at different resorts, and I'm trying to also start diving into more travel tips. I consider them also kind of evergreen. When someone's looking to travel and they're looking at a particular resort, I don't know about you, I do this myself, but they go on YouTube, search for that particular resort, and then pull up whatever information they can find about it. Now, I consider my content to be relatively searchable, so that led me to actually reach that 4,000 watch hour requirement way back in October. That's just about 8 or 9 months from when I posted my first video. Now, my subscriber count is kind of what lagged a bit. So while I had the watch hours and I had plenty of views coming my way, my subscribers were only growing anywhere from 40 to 60 subscribers per month. So by the time I hit that 4,000 watch hour mark, I only had around 185 or 195 subscribers at the time. Now, fast forward a little bit to just a few months ago, and I actually had 2 videos that popped off and would go viral considering the watch hours and the number of views that my videos typically would get. So the first of those 2 videos is my 22 must-have Amazon travel essentials video. And sitting right now, actually I'm gonna consult my laptop, that video currently has over 25,000 views. And I posted that video at the end of April in 2025. It was about a week later or so, and I started to see those views just climb up and up. And not only that, but I was also gaining subscribers from that particular video. And the second video that popped off for me, I posted just about a month later on May 25th, and that is a video all about Carnival Cruise Line's new exclusive destination, Celebration Key. To date, that video has garnered almost 50,000 views. That video alone has gotten me 222 subscribers. So that on top of all of my other resort-specific videos, some of my vlogs, my reviews, things like that. By the time mid-June rolled around, I hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. And you wanna know where I discovered I finally hit monetization? I was actually in Mexico on my way to an all-inclusive resort. How much better does it get than that? Even though I had two sort of viral videos, some people are posting how they got monetized in 90 days. For me, it took what I think is the average of between 1 and 2 years of consistently posting on YouTube. For me, it was about a year and 4 or 5 months. I do think the average is somewhere between 1 to 2 years of posting consistently. Now, let's talk about my first month of being monetized and exactly how much I got paid. In order to view my first paycheck, we're gonna go ahead and dive into my YouTube analytics right now. So here I have my first month of being monetized. From June 15th is the date that I was monetized until July 14th, 2025. So obviously this is not my first actual paycheck, but this is what I made in my first month. So you can see here, June 15th, $0. The first date that it actually showed money owed to me, that June 16th, I could not believe that I made $18.21 on my very first day. And you can see from this graph that that amount pretty much stayed between 20 and there were a couple lower days of under $12, $10.34. So let's see. My highest day of $21.97, I make $22 a day just doing this, to my lowest of $10.34. And my total revenue for my first month of being monetized was $480.36. I had no idea that I could make that much money on YouTube. I thought I might make 50 bucks. If I got lucky, 100 bucks. I had no idea, nearly $500. So let's take a look at what my actual first paycheck was, because if you didn't know, YouTube pays out for the month 3 weeks later. So sometime between, I believe it's like the 18th and the 21st of the month. So I received my payment for the month of June in the middle of July. So if we change the date to just June, you can see my first paycheck was $283.32. Yay! So let's talk about some of the lessons I learned along the way. As I went month to month, I have learned so much. I had hardly ever edited a video before unless it was some kind of personal video or a fun family reel or something like that. Nothing like I've done now. So I self-taught how to edit videos. And basically my goal every month was to try to improve in some kind of way. I first was focusing on good editing and making sure that I kept the right information to make sure that the video flows well. I think I still struggle with this because I'm a bit wordy, but oh well. Then I turned my focus to titles and thumbnails, and I really wanted to work on having solid, attention-grabbing titles that worked with coordinating thumbnails to sort of create that curiosity gap. You'll hear that a lot from other larger creators and YouTube educators. And then I turned more to working on my SEO and making sure that my descriptions were fully filled out, especially since my content is very searchable. I would say that I probably have two main takeaways and pieces of advice for any new YouTubers. And this is probably something you're going to hear anytime you watch a video like this. But number one, consistency is key. You really need to set a schedule that works for you. Maybe that's once a week, maybe that's twice a week, maybe it's once a month. However, it needs to be consistent. Your subscribers and viewers want to see your videos on a regular basis. Consistency is key. And number two, you may hear this a lot too, it truly only takes one video. In reality, the one video for me was that celebration key with almost 50,000 views. I happened to get two good videos within a short amount of time, but it really does only take one video. So never stop filming, never stop uploading, keep creating. The more consistent you are, the more you post, the better you will get at it. And that will just continue grabbing subscribers, driving people to watch your videos, and you too can become monetized. Now, with that said, yes, I became monetized, but I actually received my very first brand collaboration deal before I was even monetized. I was sitting somewhere around 700 and something subscribers when a luggage company reached out to me and wanted to send me some pieces of luggage for me to promote in one of my videos. So I'm actually going to link that Pack and Prep with Me from Mexico video featuring items from that sponsor here. Make sure you go and take a look at that. I'm just now kind of waiting to see if any other sponsorships come asking to collaborate with me. I don't think I'm at the point yet where I'm ready to take on pitching myself yet. I am a travel agent. I'm also a mom on summer break with my 2 kids. They do go back to school very soon. So I'm hoping that I may have a little bit more time for things like that once they are out of here. So what's up next for me? I would like to continue providing maybe monthly updates on my income. I think that transparency is great. I know that just starting out, needing that motivation to keep going helps. And especially if you can see what you can make once you hit the requirements for monetization. So I would like to include a monthly income update every month just to see how things are going. Also, I'm currently in the middle of my Iberostar all-inclusive vacation vlog series, so make sure you go and check that out. I toured 3 different resorts while I was on vacation, so I'm going to have those tours and reviews posted soon. And then I have a lot more ideas as well coming up. I do know that my vlogs are not pulling in the number of people that my resort reviews are. Or I think that once people watch my review videos, so for example, I had a whole series on our Vacation to Dreams Flora, an entire vlog series, and then I followed that up with multiple videos about the resort itself. And it's directed a lot of people to watch my vlogs as well. So I'm hoping that that continues with my Iberostar vlog series. Up next for travel, we have a very busy fall planned. My kids are in fall sports, back to school, and things like that. So we don't have anything on the books until next year. That could change. I tend to be a last minute travel reserver, travel planner, which is ironic, but I am hoping to get away somewhere this fall to bring more content to you. And if there's anything specific you'd like to see, let me know down in the comments. Make sure you stay tuned and watch my future monetization videos. So with that said, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there. And if you're a small creator, tell us about your channel down in the comments. I'd love to hear and see how your journey is going. And just remember, stay motivated, you can do it. And before you know it, you will also have your first month of monetization video posted as well to help all of us. Thanks so much for watching my first month of being monetized on YouTube. And if you might be interested in my 2 videos that sort of went viral, take a look at my 22 Amazon travel essentials and my what is coming to Celebration Key videos linked here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.